They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Giants. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Touchdown, Giants! Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Giants 7, Colts 0.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Looking to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Let's just take it around the 12. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To Barkley on the check down. Oh, nice move. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Jones now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Tony. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones steps away to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And Godot's kick is right through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Yeah, and he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will stop right around the 25. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. 2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. A give for Taylor running right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and try to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete to Tony. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll bring up a second down. Forced out to his left. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On second down, here's Barkley, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Jones over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A chance to really cap off a big first half here. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Jones. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, and the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Darnay Holmes. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney, 44 yards. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Running left, Taylor. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Brings up second down at the 22-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And now here's a carry heading left. Shedding the tackle. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That'll be caught. It's Tony. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Azeez Ojulari in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Flush to his right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 44. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
2nd and 11. Now a handoff as they run left side. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a run.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dexter Lawrence in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And, partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Now Jones. Being chased out left. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.